Like if we're going to work together, we're actually we're executing together. I'm not just going to be like, hey, go do this and then check to see if you did it. No, how about we do it together? Let me actually show you what it feels like so you can build that muscle memory up with an instructor in real time where I could say, no, well, let's tweak that. Let's back that out. And I think a lot of people don't deliver like that.
When you started into coaching, how did you overcome that first, let's say that first, because you know what? I'll just give some context. When I started coaching, I was asking people to pay me between $200 and $500 a month to coach them and help them grow and scale their business. And when the first guy was making a few $100,000, ended up making a couple $1 million a year within a few years, and I'm only have charged him up to $1,000 a month, I felt like, wait, something's off here. I didn't know what it was. Something was off. I didn't know my own value.
Yeah.
Does that resonate with you when you started your coaching practice back in the day?
Yeah, because I didn't charge anything. So I was definitely undervaluing, what I was doing. And I remember I still had my full-time corporate job and I was making good money, and I was doing LinkedIn coaching on the side, just helping people with, getting their profile dialed in, the content strategy, just kind of showing them what I did to grow my brand. And my wife one day is like, hey, you're on the phone with a lot of people. You charging these people for your time? I was like, oh, that's a good idea, right? So I was actually just coaching people for free, and it served me well because a lot of those people did get results, and so they ended up being testimonials, and they ended up helping me gain clients, and so I don't regret it because I love to help people, and sometimes that becomes our downfall because we have a big heart and we're very empathetic and we want to help people and we want to do good things. We end up undercharging or not charging in my case, which was not a good business decision. And so I did have to eventually come up with a price tag, which was too low at the time. But I hired a coach, and that coach immediately showed me, hey, you're highly undervaluing what you're doing. The last person got X results. You're charging literally this amount. You see where the difference is, right? And we have to, ask for help or go to people that have been there and done it in order to learn these things. It wasn't just like I was so smart that one day I was like, I'm charging 37% lower than I should be. And I'm not that bright, right? I had to hire somebody that said, hey, knucklehead, like you should be charging more. You haven't thought about this. Here's the results that you're able to get. You should be able to be pricing it here. And so for me, I had to invest in myself. And that's what I encourage to anyone that I work with. Hey, invest in you. You need to invest in you. If you invest in you, other people are going to invest in you, and you're just going to get a better product in the end, And so that's what I needed to do to be able to see my value, is I had to invest in someone that recognized it, and someone that looked at my offers and said, this doesn't add up. The value that you're giving, you're severely undercharging. Here's where you should be. Mm-hmm. And so what's cool is that's the exact same thing that I help my clients with now, right? Because I had a great coach do that to me. And so now I'm able to look at my clients and very clearly and easily say, you're severely undercharging, and here's why. And so you have to be a practitioner, but you also need to ask for help. And those are two things that have served me very well.
Yeah, I think that's a key, from what I've seen out there, a differentiating factor between what I would call the higher tier top level coaches or performers, is that not only are they practitioners, like they're constantly getting their repetitions in, they're constantly working on their game, they're also that ask for help part. That was so hard for me to do for so long. And it's like when I finally started to get help and join mastermind community or hire my own coach or be even open to feedback from people, like everything changed. It's like level one was, okay, I can accept a little bit of feedback from someone. Level two is, okay, I'll hire a coach, low price point, I'll hire a coach and try it out. And then number three is, wait a second, there's something to this. Just let go, surrender, as Michael Singer would say, just give it a shot. And and now I'm in like 3 masterminds and I have 3 coaches that I work with in addition to that. So, and it's only leading to more abundance for me to serve more people. So I love what you're
100%.
saying. I agree with what you're saying. That was part of my story. How is your story evolving as it relates to, is it one-on-one coaching, group coaching? Give us a little bit more about who your audience is and what your practice looks like, Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got a bunch of different ways. I feel like there's never a one size fits all, in business. And so because of
Yeah.
that, I have lots of different entry points. I have free resources to get to people just to get a little education. And then I've got, kind of lower tier group coaching where, hey, you can come in and for about a night out on the town, you can come learn for 4 sessions a month and on topics that you probably need to know about, social media, digital marketing, email marketing, sales coaching, all the things that I do. And I do that because I want to help as many people as I can. And so I actually offer a 7-day trial for anybody. Come join us for a week. That gets you one live session, and then you see how my coaching actually is. I put my money where my mouth is. Hey, come join us if you like
Wow.
it, great, and then stick around. It's only $97 after that on day 8 just to come hang with other business owners from all around the world. And that's something I launched about a little over a year ago, and it's been really, really cool value add to the business. And so outside of that, I do have my 6-week program that's centered around the context of LinkedIn. And what happens during that, the 6-week program is participants leave with a completely optimized profile instead of resume. It's built more like a sales page, and really to position you from a storytelling perspective. And then I help with the content strategy, help out with a couple content tools. I help them grow their audience, teach them how to engage, and then teach them how to actually fish to bring in consistent clients on a monthly basis on the platform. And so that happens over 6 weeks, which is pretty fun. And then outside of that, for people that, they have bigger goals, like, hey, I want to build some revenue generating assets that I don't currently have in my business, and I don't know how to do
Mhm.
this. I need other offers. I need more revenue streams. And so I do that over the course of either 6-month coaching or 12-month coaching. And again, this just depends on where people are in their business. If people are kind of just getting started, then they're probably going to start out in group coaching. If there's someone that, hey, they're already doing, 6 figures, multi 6 figures, and they just want to grow, then they're probably going to do something like 6 or 12 month coaching because they have specific goals. So really, I like working with people in all capacities. I would like to say I prefer one-on-one over group or one or the other, but I just love people, and I love just seeing the light bulb moments that people have, and truly helping people get something tangible each time that I meet with them. And I think that's what my clients like, is that, like, if we're going to work together, we're actually we're executing together. I'm not just going to be
Yeah.
like, hey, go do this and then check to see if you did it. No, how about we do it together? Let me actually show you what it feels like so you can build that muscle memory up with an instructor in real time, where I could say, no, well, let's tweak that. Let's back that out. And I think a lot of people don't deliver like that. They're not willing to hold people's hands. But again, I spent 8 years as a corporate trainer. So that's what I lived. That's what I breathed, built all the content, facilitated 8-hour classes. So meeting with people an hour, that's nothing. That's easy. Right. And so typically in a coaching capacity, you're not coaching your clients 8 hours a day or having to teach an 8-hour class. And so I'm basically kind of taken what I did in corporate for such a long time, and now I do it on a smaller scale with individuals and groups globally. So, but it's a lot of fun, and honestly, I don't feel like I'm ever working. I feel like I'm just, living in the element, having fun, and my favorite part is actually just open Q&A. And so we do these about 15 minutes of each weekly group coaching. It's just open. So someone says, hey, I'm dealing with this issue, and I'm just like, rattle it off. Here's what I would do. Let's do this. And then we get other people that get to join in and give their 2 cents. And when you can have a community like that of like-minded people that are moving in the same direction, that's honestly where a lot of the magic happens. And I know you know that, Matt, being in the masterminds that you're a part of. So